Welcome, mortal kind, to the final installment of the prequel campaign for Hazel, played by our very own Tiffany. And once again, thank you very much to our two wonderful guests, Peter as Raymond Shaw and Christopher as Lurk, players from my own personal home game. We hope that you've enjoyed the journey so far. This session should not take too long. We are just going to do a sort of epilogue for you all, just to give you guys a nice little closing that goes into the main campaign. So without further ado, I guess we can just go ahead and get started. Previously, upon retrieving the artifact, the weapons array system from the Blightlands, you made your way back to the Citadel. You turned in the weapons array, muscled a few more favors and compensations for your services rendered, and received a promise of assistance in the future as well. You found out that the power source, the primary power source of the prototype, seems to have gone off to the Coal Grove, where the primary denizen and kind of overseer of the Coal Grove you know to be Granny Liz, which is a hag that has lived in that area of the Blightland for many, many years. You've given this information to Velinor and to Commander Club, and decided to have like a nice chill day. But late into the night or early into the morning, depending on how you look at it, there was a sudden attack on the Citadel. You all jumped into action very quickly, but noticed that Azina and Mercury were not on the battlefield. After you managed to ward off the incursion of the cultists, Azina found you all at the very front at the gate with a floppy, tentacly green creature that she threw onto the ground before you, and she was unsuccessful in retrieving Mercury, who has now been kidnapped, presumably to serve the cult into operating the scrying orb that was collected from the wreckage. That landed in their camp. And they did take another item from the wreckage as well, so there's presumably two items. We're going to pick up on the wall of the front of the Citadel, where you all just finished fighting, where you all came together. And Hazel, you are still on the ground in front of the Citadel. You haven't walked up yet, I don't think. The last thing that you saw was the smoke wolf that came when this fog cloud was gone. You saw the smoke wolf with its red eyes present there that Lurk finished off, I believe.
No, she burning hands did, I think. Right?
Did she?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Fair enough. Then you did finish that. Fair enough. Then, yeah. So that's what you're coming from. And I believe Raymond or Lurk. I don't know which one of you were closest to Azina. I think it was Ray, because you were going back. Yeah. So Azina just threw a choker and has told you that Mercury has been kidnapped. At this point, we'll just say that you all get together on top by the ballista, along with Commander Club and with Velinor. And you see Captain Colin, who you know to be Seymour, down by the troops, kind of like directing people like to go back to their barracks and put things away and clean up, and like kind of not doing a great job. Actually, let's see how he's doing.
I'll give him Bardic.
I'll give him Bardic as a D6?
Yeah, D6.
Okay, all right, 17. He's been observing. He definitely doesn't want to be near you guys. He's been observing, and he's trying to like do a good job of this.
I told him I'd have his back, so.
You did say that.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of looks at you, gives you like a little like, salute. And Azina throws what is known as a choker. Throws the choker down to the ground in the middle of your guys' huddle. The kobold has been taken.
And presumably more than that.
Fuck.
We have not made a full investigation yet of the Citadel, but yes, presumably they may have taken more things.
All right. Well,
That means we gotta go get it, right?
I mean,
At that point, Commander Club speaks up. Let's not get hasty. Retrieval is absolutely necessary, but we need to be smart. They duped us. The
yeah.
attack was a ruse. So, they are clever, they are tactical, and we must be doubly so. Cannot be made fool of again.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, rest well tonight. We'll meet early in the morning in the war room and plan accordingly. Unless anyone has any pressing business they must discuss.
Nope. No, I don't think so.
I want to have the three of you roll either perception or insight.
I was gonna say I wanted to insight that. It seems kind of nonchalant.
And I'm going to roll for...
Oh,
I rolled a 7, so
I'm going to roll for Azina, for Velinor, and for Club as well.
I got a 9.
Okay, so Azina and Velinor
Club
don't
is the one that was
really-
talking.
Club was the one that was talking. Yeah,
Okay.
there are various things happening. So
Gotcha.
we'll
I'm good.
So what did you guys roll?
9.
7.
21.
Hazel? 21. Hazel. So Raymond and Lurk, you guys know
Yeah,
where it's about.
man,
This
fuck
is regarding the smoke wolf.
Mhm.
Raymond and Lurk don't notice anything important. Hazel, you recognize the wolf, the smoke wolf, as something that you saw a few nights ago. That was chasing you through the woods until you happened upon the caravan. And you notice that it definitely was not obeying the commands of the cultists. It looks like the cultists were equally surprised to see the wolf as any of you. They were not expecting that. And the only other person that notices that as well is Commander Club. So he eyes you, like the wolf looked like it was trained on you specifically more than anybody else. So Commander Club notices that, and he's well, we'll see. So now everybody, did somebody want to roll insight on Club?
Yeah,
Yeah, Lurk did.
I think
Okay,
I have
go for it.
terrible insight, but I don't trust it.
Go for it.
Big boy 7.
Nice, dude.
It's a big 7.
Hell
Like,
yeah,
it's a
brother.
really good 7.
Look at that.
He-
7.
Yeah,
There's so many zeros before that 7.
right?
He's he seems like somebody who wasn't expecting this and seems kind of I don't want to say like embarrassed, but like frustrated. And so you feel that he feels that he needs to take a moment to kind of reassess and plan. You've seen your war chieftain very rarely when things don't go exactly as planned, and when at certain points of frustration, just kind of like regroup and think and use the other muscle in their head. The weak one.
Yeah.
But sometimes it works out. So that's what you glean from Club. So we'll meet in the war room tomorrow as soon as everybody is fed and rested.
Yeah, it works for me. Not about to go chase after anybody in this right now.
No. The good thing is that they need her alive at the moment, as far as we can tell. So we have some time to plan,
Yeah.
if
Great.
that is what they need her for. Now, I must contact some people, but we'll meet in the morning. And
Cheers.
he starts to turn to leave.
I do the same.
Hazel, he gives you like a weird side eye as he's leaving, and you guys all recognize this, and he walks away. So unless there's anything anybody wants to do, call it a night there.
Not on my end.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, I'm good to call it a night.
All right. You all rest easy. Give you a full rest, so go ahead and re-up on everything.
Yay. Long rest. Love a long rest.
Okay, and so you guys know to meet in the war room. You guys can go to the mess for dinner first. You also have like the apothecary, the blacksmith, the general stock area. So you guys decide if you guys want to do anything before going to the war room.
We don't need to stock up on anything, do we?
Don't think so.
I don't think so.
All right.
Road snacks.
So, ooh, yeah, absolutely. Road snacks for sure. This looks like it's becoming a whole fucking thing. We do still need to make it to the capital, though. So, if this is a one-time mission sort of situation, we should be fine. But, I don't know. What do you think, Lurk?
Well, little Spit's probably pissing her pants already, so the faster we get out there, the better. No, wait, when are we due back?
We're sticking with the caravan is the plan, you know.
All right,
Is
as long as the caravan doesn't leave without us. Let's go get our friend.
all right, works for me. And we continue on.
I'll sneak into the camp. It's a good plan.
That is a good plan. Yeah.
I'll be out before they even notice anything's missing.
Yeah.
You are the sneakiest
I
person.
am,
that
I know.
That is true.
I'm real good at it.
Not even a close competition, to be honest.
You're gonna have to teach me your ways so that one day, hopefully, I can be just like you.
It's a lot of practice and it sucks. It's like such real shitty practice. It's just annoying. I don't recommend it, but
Yeah.
we can try. But
Mate, I've tried.
it sucks.
It's hard because, you know, if he's teaching you right, you can't see him. You know.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Like how are you supposed to learn?
Exactly.
That is a great point.
Mm-hmm. Off to the war room.
Yep.
Okay. Guys come out of your room. You go around the main entrance, up the stairs, across the outside bridge. And what you guys notice as you guys are crossing the bridge, because you got a view onto the courtyard down there, you can see that there are more troops in the courtyard that there generally are, and they're setting up ranks. And you can see outside of the courtyard where the caravan was set up, they're starting to stock back up again. Like the caravan's looking like it's getting ready to go. It doesn't look like they're like about to go, but they're like stocking everything back onto the carriages, and some of the people that you've been traveling with are getting like the gnome families back there, and so so is Auntie Lucille. She's there as well. You can see her like getting her bags ready and stuff like that. They've been staying in town, so they're all in there.
Mm-hmm.
You walk into the building that has the tower attached to it, and you come into the war room. It's only Club in there at the moment, and he goes, excellent. Come on in. Please close the door behind you.
We do so.
All right. He takes a seat at the table. The map, the huge map, is not on the table at the moment. And he's like, well, I've asked Velinor to do me a favor, real quick, to contact some allies of his, and I have my lieutenants making some connections. I'm expecting word in a few minutes to see if we can figure out what the next step is. And kind of at that moment, Azina walks in with Velinor and a lieutenant, and they all kind of sit down. You guys recognize it to be Lieutenant Size, Martin Size.
Yep. He's the guy
Um,
that welcomed us.
He's the guy that welcomed you. Size walks over to Club, hands him a piece of paper, and just kind of looks at you guys, smiles, waves, and starts to make his way out, unless you guys want to stop him for some reason.
No.
Club reads a note. All right. Last night's attack was calculated. We've taken stock of what's been taken. It looks like nothing significant aside from mercury, but few weapons, a few pieces of armor, and some ammunition for experimental weapon that we've been working with that has been supplied by the Harp. Don't know if you all are familiar with black powder.
Nope.
No.
Got a drug.
No. It, and Velinor speaks up. It is a highly volatile substance when met with heat and oxygen produces a fairly explosive reaction.
Sounds exciting.
Yes, we're calling them firearms.
Seems a bit poorly labeled. It's lazy writing there, but okay.
That seems like it would be, but you know, I'm more inventive about the machine rather than the name sometimes.
So
Arms made of fire seems a bit difficult, but fair enough.
It's an imaginative name indeed.
better than like boomstick.
Yeah.
Ooh, that seems like a fun name, actually. You see Azina kind of clears her throat. Yes, well.
Or like it works with fire, right? So fireworks, maybe. Yeah.
Valinor smiles at that, and Azina just kind of glares at you a little more. We have come to a decision. While we do appreciate your efforts, Mr. Shah, Mr. Lurk, the caravan will be departing soon. You're welcome to stay, but we understand that you have pressing business in the city. We need to remove all civilians, and for all intents and purposes right now, you are civilians, including you, Miss Hazel. So we will have the caravan depart immediately. We want no one else to be put in any further danger. That being said, if you care to lend some more assistance, that would be appreciated, but it is entirely up to you.
Punch the table.
You punch the table?
Punch the table. Frustration.
You seem
I'm
confused.
sorry?
We have to leave with the caravan.
Right.
What about Mercury?
Well, your concern is very heartfelt. We are seeking out the aid of individuals who have experience with the Vodoran cult, and we have reinforcements that should be here within the next few days. Some recruits from down south, some recruits from Al-Kut. It seems to have that the Vodoran cult has made a presence there, and one particular ally known to Miss Mercury is also on his way to assist. He has had extensive time surveying and spying on the organization. This is something very recently known to myself, and he kind of looks at Valinor with kind of a little bit of a death glare. But the good thing is that we have resources that will be able to assist. So my recommendation, as much as we may be appreciative of your assistance, is that you get on with the business that you need to get on with, unless you can make other arrangements and other ways to transport yourselves the rest of the journey to Alado. And to don't know how two city men would handle that, but entirely up to you.
It's not a matter of how. It's more a matter of what options are actually available. So we are confined to the destination of the caravan. Frankly, I've got no interest in storming a cult stronghold. That seems like a complicated thing for adventurers and your ilk. Mercury is a valuable asset to them. I'm sure she'll be fine. Maybe not in the best conditions, but she'll be fine.
She badly.
Yeah, mate. And look, she's got a taste for blood. They seem to appreciate that, so fuck it. Worst case scenario, she takes over along with them. Yeah, so if there's anything that we can do within the confines of our arrangement, prior to the caravan leaving, we'll do it. Otherwise, when the caravan goes, so do we.
Fair enough. Then what I would appreciate is when you have a moment, the caravan should be leaving around noon, so you have a few hours. Please meet with Lieutenant Saez. He will debrief you on any information or experiences that you had in detail with last night's fight or previous encounters. Miss Hazel, it is my understanding from Velenor that you are going to be staying with us, as he has supplied you with assistance regarding something with your pilgrimage. Is that correct?
Yes.
Very well. Then your assistance, your remainder here will be most beneficial. Mr. Shah and Mr. Lurk, thank you once again for your assistance, and I do hope to see you under better circumstances should we meet again.
I think they could only be better.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. Cheers.
Actually, let's roll. See if I flip the table.
If you flip the table?
Yeah.
You mad?
You care so much about Mercury.
Natural one.
Hey.
I didn't decide if that was a good or bad thing or not.
The
I think
table
I
is...
flip the table and I storm out.
I'll say, natural one.
Yep.
You're on the side of the table, and you flip it, but you flip it 360 degrees, so it lands on right side up again.
Amazing.
The desired effect is not exactly what
I'm not
you
even
wanted.
That made me feel better, really.
That's fucking crazy.
Everybody's wide-eyed.
Yeah.
Azina
Alright,
kind of leans in. You guys hear her like, "Are you sure he cannot stay?"
No.
Um,
All right. Well, we'll chat with Isaiah's recent real quick, and then we'll pop over Hazel, have a quick chat.
Okay.
Thank you once again for your assistance, and good luck on your journey, gentlemen.
Best of luck to you. And we head out to do the debriefing with Size.
Okay. Anything anybody wants to do before meeting with Size?
No, to me it seems more like, do that, have a chat, get that out of the way, and then talk to the other people.
Okay. Sounds good. Let me pull one little thing up for myself. Okay. All right. So, just trying to see if I have this where I had put this.
All good, mate.
There. All right. So you guys make your way through the Citadel back to Size's office, which you know was like 2 doors down from where you guys were staying. You open the door, and he's writing the desk, just filling out some notes and stuff like that. And he sees you guys. Hello, welcome back.
Bye.
So, I have been asked to interview you each and get any details, any observations that you may have noticed from the incursion or your interaction before at the crash site, and anything that might be helpful to us.
Sure.
Sets his inkwell, has some papers, and then please take a seat. And there are seats on the other side of his desk.
I do so.
Was there any detailed descriptions of any individuals that you saw present?
I'll describe the cultist that I was blowing up with the ballista, and the one who teleported away at the crash site.
And I'll describe I think you said he was a shaman.
Yeah, the elven. Well,
Yeah.
I have him labeled as shaman because stat block
Yeah,
stuff. But
sure.
yeah, he's an elf with a wavy curved sort of blade.
Right.
Yeah.
That one.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess what I remember from the crash, although I really spent most of that time towards the back around Velinor. As well as I think in terms of like the fight, I didn't really see the smoke wolf, did I? I think only you and Hazel and Club.
You all saw the smoke wolf.
I saw the smoke wolf.
You saw the
It
smoke
wasn't in the
wolf.
fog when I was. Yeah, okay.
The fog dissipated. And
Yeah, well,
then
I wasn't close to that thing, but there was like a wolf made of smoke or something. Hazel killed it with fire. I don't know what to tell you about that. That was odd.
yes, I've heard of this wolf.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Well, there's a dead ogre, right? So that's been taken care of. Not sure. Anything else, Lurk?
Nope. Just
Nope.
Get him back. Get it back. It's just fucking do it right.
We will do our best.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah,
are
that's all I
taking
got.
we are taking every precaution to ensure that she returns back safely. And we retrieve the items that need to be retrieved.
Well, do what you gotta do, I guess. Yeah, but that's all I got. There was a crash. There were little energy things that exploded. People on goblins on wargs. The cultists stole, ransacked, disappeared. Then the attack. Dead ogre, smoke wolf, elf with a curvy sword, and the other cultist that got away as well. In terms of other prominent figures,
Well, I hear the sniffing hounds have arrived. If you have any items or anything with any smells, that would be fantastic. As well, if you retrieved anything. I think the ogre will be sufficient, but if there's anything on your person that could be of use.
I think Hazel's got a rotting goblin finger.
She gonna need to keep that though.
Yeah, they just need to smell that.
You
Yeah,
only need the scent.
sure.
Okay. You take some notes.
Other than that, there's the cloaker that Azina got. That's about it. Choker, what was it? Green flump thing.
Yes, the choker.
Yeah.
Very well. So he takes some more notes, gets asks you some more open-ended questions, interviews you for a little while longer until you guys get some more information, and
Sure.
then you guys make your way out to the courtyard into the caravan, and this is where you guys should be parting ways. It looks like, unless there's something else you want to do.
Yeah, let's go to talk to Hazel. Hazel, how you
Right.
doing?
Well, I'm gonna miss you.
Yeah, that's, I think, the first time someone said that to me. So that's
No.
weird.
No, I'm sure that's not true.
It might not be, but certainly in recent memory.
Well, I'm definitely gonna miss you. And you too, Lurk.
Oh, thanks. Don't stop killing.
I won't, and I have this finger.
Right.
So
Remember me, boy.
I will. I genuinely will never forget the two of you.
That's important.
Okay, well, all the mushy stuff aside, we're gonna be taking off now.
Yeah.
Best of luck. We'll be in the capital.
Give her a big hug.
I'm gonna give Lurk just the biggest hug as I'm trying to like
Lift
get
her up.
around
Yeah.
him.
And
And then
not
after I give Lurk a hug, I'm gonna run over to Ray and just give him like the biggest hug, despite I feel like he's, not super into it, but I don't like let up.
Just a tap from his end, just like, yeah, all right, okay, you're a good kid.
So I will turn to her and say, "Well, I've never been very good at goodbyes." And I walk away.
Frankly, I think he's the best out of all of us. But in any case, we'll be in the capital. If you want to find us, don't. I'll find you. Okay?
Okay.
Or Lurk will. But it's better for you to not come looking for us.
Noted.
Yeah? Good. Otherwise, maybe I could leave some sort of instructions about where you could leave a message for me to go pick up. Yeah? Like a dead drop. Sorry, dead drop is when you go to a specific location, you leave something, the other person shows up, they pick it up, they leave something, you show up, you pick up your thing. You know what I mean? So neutral. All
Done
right.
it before, but
Yeah, we'll
I think
figure
I
it
could
out.
manage it.
Yeah, I'll write something down before I take off and hand it to you.
Okay.
For the worst case scenario. Any case, don't die.
I hope you don't die either.
Same, actually. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. Cheers to you. I guess I got no other words to say.
Well, all I have to say is we'll always be friends.
Okay. And
I'm just
he
gonna
walks
smile. Just
Yep.
waving.
Bye. And he'll catch up with Lurk.
Just good kid.
Yeah, she'll be alright. And then she'll be a problem for everyone else.
Right.
So yeah, I think, hey, you know what? I think we did a good job.
Damn right.
Mhm.
All right, quit your crying. Let's go.
Yeah, sorry about that.
As you walk away from each other, having said your goodbyes, Raymond and Lurk. Lieutenant Martin Size comes up to you guys. Real quick, I just wanted to, outside of the confines of the citadel, to hand you this, and he gives you a note.
Great.
You
Open it.
I mean, if you want to open it.
Yeah.
At first glance, it is a recipe for sugar cookies.
Okay.
and you can see Lurk in Thieves' Cant. It says, Martin says, men of your skills strike me as very smart. I think that this organization could use men of your capabilities should you become inclined to find other forms of making a living. And in Thieves' Cant, Lurk, you see exaptive, magic, retrieval, and suppression enforcement. Erase.
Exaptive,
magic, retrieval, and suppression enforcement. Go ahead and either give me an Arcana or History check, both of you.
Okay.
Either one of those is going to be really good.
I've got okay history.
6.
16.
16. All right. So, exaptive magic is like the best way I can describe it is that it's evil magic. So necromancy is perfectly acceptable magic. There's nothing prohibitive about necromancy. Exaptive magic is prohibitive magic. So you haven't heard an awful lot about what exaptive magic is, but you know that it's like, you know, people when people misuse magic, that's what it is. So in this world, there's no such thing as dark or black magic. It's called exaptive. That's what it means. It is a misuse or what's it called?
Sure, it's like magic crimes. I get it.
Yeah. If you gentlemen would be so inclined, this might be something that could benefit you, but could also be think that you could be beneficial to us.
All right. Well, if we find someone in the capital to talk to about this after a long conversation that we may have in the caravan, I guess you'll know.
Well, should you want to contact anyone of this sort, just follow the recipe.
Easy enough.
Sure. Works for me.
Good luck on your journey, gentlemen.
And you as well.
He walks away. Hazel. As you are walking away from the caravan, Velinor walks up to you. My dear, we all appreciate how much you have already done for us, and I will stay true to my word and help you, but we must trudge on, plan for the future, and retrieve our friend, our little kobold friend.
Yes, of course. I'm so thankful that you're going to help me in finding my mentor, and I am happy to help you in any way that I can.
Excellent. There are the few recruits that Commander Club was talking about on their way from Alkut. They seem to be quite capable, and they have experience with the Vedoran cult, but they don't seem to have the experience of this landscape, or this land in general. So they will need a strong leader to show them the ropes and to keep them safe. I trust that you will be a good guide for them.
Well, the fact that you trust me with this means a lot, so I'll definitely do my best.
Wonderful. Over the next few days, I'll see if I can put in some feelers out to find where we can start looking for a mentor for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
But in the meantime, I think that it would be best if you take some time to relax today and tomorrow, and then when it comes to the planning and any information, we'll have Commander Club bring you into planning things. Azina will be headed back to Alkut along with the caravan. But I'm very glad to have you with us for a time longer, dear.
Well, I'm glad to be here. Definitely gonna miss my friends, but glad to be here.
I'm sure you'll see each other again someday.
I hope so. At least I got this finger to remember him by.
Indeed. Indeed, yes. Yes.
That was a great
Well,
story.
Well,
Did I tell you about that?
I was present for it, mostly.
Yeah.
Um,
But like the story about how he got me the finger, did you hear all of that?
No, I did not.
Oh, it was really sweet. And then I just proceed to tell him this entire story about Lurk going getting me the finger, making it into a necklace to wear.
Beautiful.
He seems off-put and uncomfortable, but he happily indulges your tale of torture and torment
I approve.
of a goblin corpse.
Can you really torture something that's dead?
You can name it.
It's fair. So with that, I know this said the session was going to be short, and I meant it. I believe this is where we will be ending our session. Thank you all so much for joining so far with us. We hope that you continue to enjoy Quest Accepted and everything that we have to offer, and follow all of the extra side journeys that we're going to be having as well. Thank you, Peter and Chris, for being part of this, for your time and effort and assistance. And Tiff, great job. I'm very excited for us to actually start the campaign now. Got Hazel all good and start up.
Hell yeah, dude.
Love it.
I'm ready.
Have a good night.
Deuces, y'all.